What's up? How you doing? Greetings and salutations. MrStabby here, beastlord style. Roar! And today we're going to talk about pregathering. Alright, so this is easy peasy, gather, squeezy. What we're going to do is we are going to pre-gather. You have to ensure a few things are set up before you can do that, alright? So first, let's run over here to our class buildings, okay? So I want you to click on your collector camp, and then click on class feature. And then here you see, you know, the tabs, click collector. Click, click, click. You don't have to do that, actually. Yeah. So click class feature. And then on the left here is the things that we're going to be paying attention to. You see how this says leaf gathering, 45,000 per hour. And the one under it says fruit gathering, 45,000 per hour. And the one under that says gathering march speed, 20%. Now these are good. If you have the thing on, if you have the feature that speeds up, like gather speed ups, you want to take that off. The whole point of this is to be out as long as possible. That's why you're not going to be under a collector to do this, because when you go to gather as a collector, it's going to be a lot quicker than it will be as an invader or a developer. That's the important part here. We'll get to all that in a minute, don't you worry. So once this is all set up and you know you're good to go there, go over to your lord and ensure that your class is something else other than collector. Here you see it's invader. Gotta dig that invader graphics. It's dope-alicious, man. It's just dope-alicious. Okay, so ideally, you should be using like T1 or T2 omnivores. We don't have that. So we're gonna have to make do with what we can. So click on the thing and let's find a level 7, if we can, plant tile. Should have around 1.2 million in it, see, like this right here. And then we're going to go ahead and click that gather, but we're going to be doing things a little bit differently here. Okay, so I should already have one of my formations set up. I don't. I'm a slacker from Slackerville. Hate on me later. Okay, so when you click on your march, the important number that we're looking at is this one here in the middle, under the name. It has a little wolf symbol. If you click on it, that tells you the load. This is the total load of all the beasts in the troop. It determines how many resources the troop could carry, okay? So this is important. Now, we know that resource tile is only 1.2 mil, right? So just to be on the safe side, I know it's kind of stupid, but just to be on the safe side, always do 1.3 mil just in case something wonky happens, right? So let's go ahead and drop all these down until it gets to 1.3. So you see how I dropped everything out, and then I'm scrolling up to it says 1.3, and then I'm clicking to gather. And that's what you want to do. That's the pre-gather. That's how all these marches, all your marches, you want to set them up similarly. You see how this is 2.3 mil? Oh, we got some coyotes in there. What we got some coyotes in there for? I don't know what I was thinking. So drop it down to 1.3. There we go. It doesn't matter if this other row is filled up or not. Just make sure your load is 1.2 or 1.3 to 1.4, whatever, just to be the safe side. Whatever's clever, it doesn't really matter as long as you get the load right. I mean, obviously that part matters, right? So you keep finding, and also just don't willy-nilly throw gatherers out there. Make sure it says 1.2 mil. If it doesn't, find another one that does. Click gather, click the thing. See, this is 2.8 mil. We don't have that far to go. Oh, look at that. Let's drop this down to the 1.3, just like that. That's a fat jack, and then we got one more to go. 1.2, there we go. See, come on. It's not that hard, right? It's not that hard. Now, if you had T1 or T2 omnivores, you wouldn't have, like, all of the extra beasts that you see here. Because T1 and T2s, they carry more than any other, like, beasts in the game. So, that's why you want to use them. And on the off chance somebody smashes your tile, you won't lose a lot. Because, you know, you can produce those easy peasy. Beastie squeezy! You know how it goes. Alright, so we got the march set up. We sent the march out. Now you see here it says my march gather time is 23 hours. I would personally like that to be a little bit longer, but I kind of messed myself up on Negative Day, and I scrapped my level 1, whatchamacallit. But it's alright. And, you know, it's okay. It is what it is. Alright, so that's it. All you gotta do is just let them grind. Just let them gather the whole tile. Tomorrow for gather day, when gather day rolls around, don't call them in early. Like here, I'm not gonna call them in early. I'm gonna let them gather every single leaf out of that thing. Now, right before that happens, check out, you know, in the guides or check out the video about how to do that. If you're unsure, I'll go over really quickly. On gather day, right before, I would say like 5-10 minutes or so before a natural, you know, the natural gather comes in, meaning not using any, not hitting return and getting them back, just letting them gather. What you want to do is you want to pop an advanced berry, an advanced raspberry, and then you want to change your class to collector, and then let them come in on their own. Now, what happens when you do that? Normally, your normal collector is around 17 hours of that tile, right? But if you're out there as an invader or a developer, usually, you know, it's a little bit longer. In my case, you see it's, you know, 23 hours, right? So anything past that 6 like hours or so times 45,000 is the extra points that, you know, you're gonna bring in. And then as soon as they come in, you stand burn really quickly and you send them out, and that's when you pop your gathering buffs on gather day. And, you know, this is just one of those things you gotta do to grow stronger and stab everyone.
Beastlord. Get it on Google Play, iOS.